It was raining the night I ruined my sister's life. I didn't know it then. I thought it was just a mistake. One stupid, lonely mistake. Now I am 7 months pregnant, and every time my daughter kicks, I remember exactly how she was conceived. With my sister's fiancé. My name is Lila, and this is the truth. My sister Ava has always been the strong one, older by 2 years, smarter, more confident. When we were kids, she protected me. When we were teenagers, she guided me. When we became adults, she moved forward, and I stayed behind. She met Daniel 4 years ago. He worked in investment banking, polite, well-dressed, measured voice. The kind of man who shakes your father's hand firmly. The kind of man who says ma'am to your mother. Everyone trusted him, including me. They got engaged last winter. It was beautiful. Snow falling, family cheering, Ava crying with happiness. I clapped. I hugged her. I told her she deserved it. And she did. She always did. But after the engagement, something changed inside me. Not toward her, toward myself. I was 25, single, working a job I didn't love, watching my younger friends get married, move in together, build lives. At family dinners, Ava and Daniel sat close, whispering about venues, talking about guest lists, arguing playfully about honeymoon locations. And I sat across from them, smiling, laughing, feeling invisible. No one noticed that part. The night it happened, Ava was out of town for a work conference. Daniel came by to drop off wedding invitations. He looked stressed, tired, different. "Can I stay a minute?" he asked. "It's been a long week." I should have said no. I didn't. We sat in the kitchen, rain hitting the windows. The house felt hollow without Ava. He talked about pressure, about expectations, about how everyone saw him as perfect. "I'm scared I'll fail her," he said. I told him he wouldn't. I told him he was a good man. We opened wine, one glass, then another, then silence. The silence changed. It felt heavy, charged. He looked at me differently, not like family, not like a brother, like a man looking at a woman. When he kissed me, I froze, not because I didn't want it, but because I did. And that's the part that shames me the most. I didn't stop him. The next morning, the rain had stopped. The house felt colder. He wouldn't look at me. "This can't ruin everything," he said. It meant nothing. Nothing. But it meant something to me, because for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel invisible. 3 weeks later, I was in my bathroom at 6 in the morning, holding a pregnancy test. 2 lines. Bright, clear, unforgiving. I slid down against the wall. I didn't cry at first. I just stared, because this wasn't guilt anymore. This was permanent. I told him in his car. We were parked 2 streets away from my house. He stared at the steering wheel, silent. Then, "You need to fix this." Fix. Like I was a mistake. Like my body had malfunctioned. "It's early," he continued. "No one has to know." "If you tell Ava," he said quietly, "I'll say you came on to me. They'll believe me." That was the moment something inside me broke. After that, he acted normal in front of her, held her hand, kissed her forehead, talked about seating charts. Sometimes he'd glance at me, just for a second, a warning. I tried to ignore the nausea, the dizziness, the exhaustion. At work, the smell of coffee made me run to the bathroom. At night, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, debating. I searched clinics online, closed the page, opened it again, closed it. I placed my hand over my stomach. It was still flat, but it didn't feel empty. It felt alive. I almost told Ava twice. Once during dress shopping, she stood in front of the mirror in white lace, glowing. She looked at me and said, "I'm so lucky." The words stuck in my throat. I stayed silent. The second time, she came into my room late at night, sat beside me, held my hand. "You've been distant," she said. "What's wrong?" I couldn't lie anymore. "I'm pregnant." She smiled at first. Then her smile faded. "Who?" My mouth went dry. She whispered his name before I could. "Daniel?" I nodded. She stood up so fast the chair fell. "You're lying. Tell me you're lying." I couldn't. My mother rushed in. My father followed. There was screaming, crying, questions. Daniel arrived 30 minutes later, looking pale, looking cornered. "Is it true?" Ava asked him. He hesitated, just long enough. "It was a mistake," he said. "She wanted comfort. I was stressed." That hurt more than anything. Ava slapped him. The sound echoed. "The wedding is over," she said. "Get out." And just like that, everything shattered. My parents told me to pack. Not forever, but long enough for Ava to breathe. I left with one suitcase. No hugs, no goodbye, just silence. I moved in with my aunt 2 hours away. The months passed slowly. My stomach grew. So did the whispers in my head. Sometimes I hated myself. Sometimes I hated him. Sometimes I placed both hands on my belly and whispered, "I'm sorry." When my daughter was born, it was winter again. Snow outside, pain inside. Then silence. Then crying. Small, fragile, alive. They placed her on my chest. She wrapped her tiny fingers around mine. She didn't know about betrayal. She didn't know about broken trust. She only knew my heartbeat. I named her Grace, because forgiveness feels impossible without it. Daniel moved away. He never called again. Ava visits sometimes. She holds Grace carefully, like something fragile, like something that reminds her of pain. We are not the same as before. Maybe we never will be, but we are trying. I made one selfish decision, and it changed 4 lives, maybe more. But when my daughter smiles, I don't see my mistake. I see my responsibility. So tell me, honestly, if you were in my place, would you have told the truth? Would you have kept the baby? Or would you have erased that night and saved your sister's future?